So, the broker with the heart coming to you live from my office one more time. Just finished hanging up with a call from an agent who called me because she wants to go see 466 North Haven. But in the meantime, I was also working on preparing the file for our transaction that may be coming up next. And that requires that we set up a file. Now, the setting up of the file isn't the real challenge. It's more getting the right buyer to come along and offer the asking price or something close enough. And I have to turn around because that was the other part of what I was working on. I'm working on an offer, which, as I've explained several times over on a different video here or there, an offer nowadays requires a few things. One, which is normal, the agency disclosure. Two, which is different, the seller's compensation form. Now remember, this is a byproduct of the National Association of Realtors settlement. The interesting thing is that if the settlement was about not having the seller obligated to pay because the buyer is supposed to pay, then this one, seller payment concession for buyer's broker's compensation, almost sounds like they're asking the seller to pay. So figure on that one. The other is obviously these were 3 pages. The other is a 17-page purchase contract. 17 pages of details. What details? Who the buyer is, what they're offering, what the terms of the financing may be. In this case, it's all cash, so there's not much to look at. Their deposit, the time that they want for them to close escrow, the time that they want for them to get in a response. The response in this case is 24 hours, and that was starting yesterday, so I will have a response today. But again, in between that, I'm doing this. So I'm showing you a few of the pages. I'm not going to show you the 17 pages one by one, but I'll show you the 17 pages that come in as part of an offer. And this is 17 pages worth of details. 17 pages that you as a buyer, if you were buying this house, would have to either read, or you would have to agree to, or you would have to understand, or it would have to be explained to you, or you would have to trust that the person that's filling it out for you understands it well enough. Now, what do I mean by understanding it well enough? If you're seeing what I'm showing you, you're seeing all this fine print on each one of these pages, except for this, purposely left blank. And so on and so forth. One gentleman that came to my open house, and incidentally I had 4 offers on this one house. 3 without it being on the MLS, and 1 after 1 day of it being on the MLS. That's this offer. So one gentleman says to me, do you remember when your original offers and purchase contracts were 1 page? I said, yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. When I started, it was all of this, 1 page with a lot of blanks. And as an agent, I needed to know how to fill that out. Not with so much of this fine print. Again, I just showed you the contract, 17 pages. Now I'm showing you the next forms. Buyer investigation advisory after the purchase contract. Now I'm showing the next one, possible representation of more than 1 buyer. And I'm showing you the next one, fair housing and discriminatory advisory. And I'm showing you the next one, buyer home owner's insurance advisory. There are some concerns about insurance these days. The next one is wire fraud. There's concerns about wire fraud because people are taking money that doesn't belong to them. And this one's important to most of you, is the California Consumer Privacy Act Advisory Disclosure Notice. Now, that is what a new contract looks like. So today I'm hoping to have this signed by the seller. I've already gone through it myself. I've already explained it. And he knows a bit of things in real estate. He's told me several times that he's been down that rodeo before. So again, the broker with the heart, sharing this with you and looking forward to helping you. Call me 650-746-4607 or look me up Hashtag TheBrokerWithAHeart, MaxMyHouse.com. Until next time, signing off from Daly City on my way to my next appointment.